Hey Student Success, here is your final video for week 1. This is the video that will specifically go over the assignments that are due this week. So just as a reminder, I did talk about this in your welcome video. When you get into the course, again, you're usually brought to the Start Here folder, the Start Here section rather. Still kind of take a look, make sure you're familiar with the resources in there. Then under the Lessons tab, here is the Student Services assignment. Remember, you have until week 8 to finish this. However, it's really important to go ahead and take a look to see what's offered now. To see the offerings, you go into the MyStark State page and go under Academic Support. And then from here, you'll be able to see a list from Student Success Workshops. The entire semester is there, so you'll have to scroll down. We'll be at the end of March, so you'll look to see what is offered during that last part of March, the rest of April, and then one workshop in May. I would go ahead and register now, even if you're not looking until the end of April or whenever, just so that you can have it registered and then pick a backup also, so that you can already have it on your calendar ready to go. Now, when you go to turn in your assignment for this, it will be the certificate of completion, not the registration. So you don't need to send me the registration email saying that you are signed up for March 29th. You need to send me the actual completion that you went to the workshop. The registration alone does not get credit for that. All right, so that is your reminder, and I will remind you that plenty of times. So if you scroll down, you can see in the week 1 videos, just as a reminder, I have the chapter 1 lecture video and the chapter 2 lecture video are both added in there so that if you needed to go back and look at the information for the individual chapters, you can do that. But we're going to go ahead and get into the week 1 assignment folder. So here we have your assignments for this week. You have 2 discussion forums and 2 assignments. This down here is your Handshake registration. This is because in your student workshop, you have to register for Handshake because that's where your workshops will go through. They'll be on Zoom, but you access them through Handshake. So that's what this is for down here if you haven't already activated your Handshake profile. All right, so let's talk about your discussion forums. So first of all, because this is an 8-week course, everything goes very quickly, and you need to be aware that this week you have 2 discussion forums. So you have to post and respond in 2 discussion forums. So you will be looking at chapter 1 and chapter 2 to complete those by Wednesday the 23rd for week 1 attendance. You have to post in both chapter 1 and chapter 2 discussion forums by Wednesday for week 1 attendance. So let's look and see how we're going to do this. So here is your chapter 1 prompt. It'll say on here, part 1, there's 2 parts. Introduce yourself and discuss your major or certification so you can get to know everyone. So just, your name, maybe if you prefer to be called by a different name, and then what you're going for. Part 2, select 4 of the 9. So you can see there are 9 topics here. You're going to go in and select 4. So it doesn't matter. Attitude, learning process, college resources, immediate success. It does not matter which 4 you choose. Regardless of which 4 you select, you have to complete both statements. My most negative attitude toward college is, fill in the blank, so to speak. Here's what I'll do to be more positive. So it's kind of like you're filling in the blank, but you're going to do so with kind of your own experiences, your own views on this particular topic. So when you go to post, you'll click right in here, chapter 1 discussion. You'll click create thread. It's going to repost the prompt for you, so you don't have to worry about going back and looking again. So again, you will look to see, okay, what I'm going to do down here, you're going to give yourself a subject, maybe chapter 1 discussion, put your body of it right here, and hit submit. Okay, then you want to make sure I'm going to click back just a couple, by Sunday, you want to respond to 2 classmates inside here. So you'll just find the different posts, you'll hit reply, and you will give a response. And by response, I mean a meaningful response, not just, yes, I agree, or, oh, okay, great job. A meaningful response, a sentence or 2, really interacting with the student as if you would inside an actual classroom. Okay, so again, so chapter 1, you need to tell us who you are and what your major is, and then select 4 of the 9 topics below and just tell us more about the topic. Complete the statements that go with it, okay? Make sure you list the topic you chose. So, if you choose attitude, put number 1, attitude. My most negative attitude toward college is, if you choose number 4, learning process. In the past, so that it's kind of labeled so we know exactly which one you're responding. Post by Wednesday for part of your week 1 attendance. Respond to 2 classmates in this forum by Sunday. Very similarly, and here's an example of how to do it down here too. Very similarly, you'll go to chapter 2. This is also due by Wednesday for week 1 attendance points. If you only post in one of the 2 forums, you only get partial credit. So you're not going to get full attendance if you do not post in both areas. And you also need to respond to 2 classmates in every forum. So in this week, that means 4 responses total, 2 in chapter 1 and 2 in chapter 2. So very similarly, you'll go in here and there are 6 topics. You're going to choose 4 of the 6 and you're going to do the same thing. Complete each of the 2 statements connected with that particular topic. So if you want to talk about goals, planning ahead, focus, motivation, and study space, that's fine. Just make sure you label that you're going to talk about that topic and then fill in that blank. Okay, so again, you post both discussion forums by Wednesday for week 1 attendance points. So if you get your attendance and you are only marked 50%, that means either you posted after Wednesday or you only posted in one and not the other. And respond to 2 classmates by Sunday in each forum, 4 responses total. The other 2 assignments for this week, these are automatically graded assignments, which means that I don't go in and manually grade them. Blackboard grades them for me. So you'll click on Title 9, Training and Quiz, and it is going to open up into a separate window that is going to walk you through and it's going to talk to you. It's like mine is turned down a little bit down here, but you'll go through each of, there it is. Each of these will go through some information. You can click on some for further information. And then eventually it's going to start asking you questions. So you're going to go through, make sure you get to the very last question, make sure this progress bar has gone all the way through, and then you'll hit submit. And then this will automatically grade you. Okay, same thing with the College Resources Digital Scavenger Hunt. It's another automatically graded assignment. It's going to pop up on its own. And this is, if you can't already figure it out, about college resources around our campus. So same thing, you'll hit play. It's going to walk you through different slides. It's going to have you click around. It could have you, access different links inside the scavenger hunt. And then it's going to start asking you questions. Okay, so you want to make sure, again, you go through each of the questions, let it run all the way through to the end of the very last slide and hit submit, and it will grade it. How you know you are completely done is over in the My Grades area. You will see, here's the scavenger hunt, here's the training quiz. You'll see the 10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10, whatever it is. If you see a blue kind of globe looking thing, it means that it's still in progress. It has not been graded or you did not complete it yet. So you want to go back in and complete it. So with an 8-week course, after you are finished with the first several weeks, I will message you individually inside the course messages and let you know, like, hey, you're all done, you're good to go, just to kind of give you some confirmation that you got everything done you needed to get done for the week. All right, so quick little recap. In week 1, you are completing 2 discussion forums, chapter 1 and 2, original response in both of those by Wednesday, respond to 2 classmates inside each forum by Sunday. Your Title 9 and your College Resources Digital Scavenger Hunt, those are also both due by Sunday. And then make sure you register for Handshake. That is everything for week 1. Check in with me if you have any questions or need anything, and then I'll see you back for week 2.